Pay attention, Israel. Do not be like this.
All I know, that Jacob needs to wake up.
Shalom, shalom, Israel. All praise, glory to the Father and Son for allowing me to be here today, allowing me to come here with some more word. This will be called a timely conversation to Israel. A timely conversation. Small talk Israel, timely conversation. Because I feel like we need this conversation. Israel, why the Father and the Son put it on me. Do they rock, they spirit within me, which is the word, which is in all us that live by his commandments, laws and statutes, that live by this book. Do the things of this book, Israel. So today I just want to have a conversation, just, as the words say, iron sharpen iron. So Israel, we are the iron to each other. So we sharpen each other through scriptures, through the book, as the Father sharpens all of us with the word, the Father and the Son. Excuse me, don't feel so good today, but hey, I thank the Father for allowing me to be here. That make me feel wonderful, Israel. So let's get into it. Matthew 7, verses 13 and 14. And this is to be mindful, Israel. And we gonna this just to be mindful. I want y'all to be mindful and understanding, to just get this understanding that the Father trying to do his best to show us. So let me read it. Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. See, right now, God, be careful, Israel. Broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. Watch the people that you listen to. Watch, take heed. Because in this book, we got to be able to be corrected, and we got to be able to listen. Those two things is a must in this book. You might not like what a person had to say, but listen to what the Father had that person say to you. Then ask the Father, show me what you want me to see out of this conversation, what you had my family to talk to me about. See, I'm going to go back to that thing they call again. Pride come before the destruction. So like he telling you right here. A broad, what he say? For wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. So what they telling you? You got to be humble. Pay attention. Be observed. Be observed. We're going to talk about some of them things in this little short conversation, because I'm not going to hold you long today, Israel. But let's read the next one. Because straight is the gate. Straight is the gate. And narrow is the way. Narrow is the way. So there's going to be very few people find it. Not what your friends do. Because the Father told us, friend with this world, and I don't care if it is real world, you enemy to the Father because you're not doing what the book say. You're doing what the friends say do. Do what the book say. Live by this word. It don't matter who it is, we can all stand some correction. We got to be obedient. Do and listen what your people tell you. Your brother will tell you. Because iron sharpen iron. Iron sharpen iron, my family. But let me keep going. Which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. Few there be that find. That's why you say a remedy. Few there be that find. Few there be that find. You know why? Because our people don't like to listen. See, our people sometimes get in this book and they think they know more than anybody and anything. Got to come about that, Israel. Got to come out of it. You know, when you think you know more than anybody, the Father gonna give you that great path of destruction. He'll blind your mind. He'll blind that mind. He'll blind that mind all the way. And when he blind that mind, he the only somebody can open it back up. Only somebody can open it back up. You know, and I'm gonna read that verse. Proverbs 27:7. Iron sharpen iron. So a man sharpen the conscience of his friends. So that's why you got to be able to listen to your people. Your people is your friends. But you can't be friends with this world with your people because they friends with it. If they ain't doing what this book say, you already know what to do. You try to show them the right way. But when the Father said release them, let them go by their way, dust them shoes off, keep getting them up. Israel, this is a time that we really need to focus on this book and really come together. Today, I don't see that happening right now. I see people divided. You know, there's a lot dividing going on, but the book said that though. The book said it. You know, the book don't lie. You know, one thing about this book, it tells the truth all the time. All the time. Not sometime, all the time. And see, what we need to do as people, we need to get together, we need to talk and and get more understanding together. But see, you know the problem with that, a lot of our people got that problem called pride. They right, nobody else ain't right. But we got to get out of that, Israel. Because see, the great falling away is happening right before our eyes. And a lot of our people ain't seeing that. And we're going to read that right now in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. And we're going to read verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. See, he is being revealed now to our people. Look what's going on in this world today, Israel. Look, everything that was bad and evil, it is good now. That's why I say we can't be babbling among each other. It's time to listen. Time to learn from one another. Time for the sharpening iron up with each other. Get deeper in this book. Get more understanding in this book. Stand correction. Be obedient. That's what the Father always told. Be obedient with his word. And he always said this. And this is why I love. Everybody talk about all the commandments. But the Father told us, if we keep this one commandment, we keep this one commandment, you'd have kept them all. Kept them all. Love him and fear him. Keep his commandments. And love your brethren as you love yourself, Israel. Remember that. Remember that. Because we got people talking about being commandments. But he told us this one right here. He told us 2. And he broke it all the way down to 1. You keep these, you keep all of them. They all hung up on the law. Our people to get some understanding about this book. And listen to the Father, not listen to no man. What no man got to say. Listen to what the book got to say. Do as the book said do. But let me keep reading because I just like how the Father just be tied all this in together. So let's keep going. That's to be mindful, Israel. Now I want you to pay attention, Israel. Pay attention. The next little small thing we got to do. Pay attention. So let's go and keep reading in Matthew 7, verse 15. Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep clothing, but inwardly they are ravaging wolves. Ravaging wolves. We see a lot of that going on in Israel today. We talking about people that supposed to be in the truth. not people that ain't in the truth. That people supposed to love one another. What a love it. See, men got to understand, a woman have learned everything from y'all. Everything. The woman learned how to sin from y'all. She learned everything from y'all. So we need to be mindful the things we do. So pay attention. Men call women whores, but who the whore first? The man the whore first. Man was prostituting first. Men were breaking up happy home first. So the women learn from them. Be mindful when we read this book. Because everybody want to talk about an unruly woman, but they learn from an unruly man. So my kings, my brother, check yourself before y'all start doing all that talking. Because in these scriptures, it tells you over and over again about the wicked ass kings we had, which was who? Mans. So then when we had the wicked queens, they learned from who? The wicked ass king they had. So pay attention, brothers, kings. I love y'all, but the Father got me fearless among all our people. I'm going to speak what he say speak, and I'm going to say what he going to say. What he'll tell me to say, I'm going to say it. You might not like it, and I don't care that you don't like it, but I'm going to stay firm by this word. Firm by this word. I'm going to stick with this word till I leave him. And the Father say he always a friend to you, to the end. He dealt with you to the end. We better understand that, Israel, because a lot of our people today, they getting away from the truth because they saying their own truth, their own doctrine. No, we're going to stick with this book. You know, like the Father said, he put you in them uncomfortable situation. Yeah, at first it was uncomfortable for me to talk about, but the Father said, you talk about that. And I'm talking about it, Israel. And like I said, I'm going to say it again, I don't care who don't like it. Because the problem always started with the man. Even all the way out to the garden. All the way out to the garden, it started with man. Because guess what? Man didn't want to do what he supposed to do. Matter of fact, let's read that. And we're going to come back. We're going to read that. We'll come back. Genesis 3. And let's drop down to verse 6. And when the woman saw that the fruit was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and the tree to be desired to make one wise, she took of the fruit, and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat. Let's go something real quick. We won't stay right here. Let's go to I think it's Genesis 2. And let's see what I can find real quick. And let's read something real quick. I just want to read, I'm going to read verse 9 real quick. What he said. Let's listen to what the book say. So that's these trees right here. That's the trees. The trees. So let's get it. And out of the ground made the Lord Yah to grow every tree that is pleasant to the sight and good for food. The tree of life also in the midst of the garden, and the tree of knowledge of good and evil. So we saw a tree that they ate from, the tree of knowledge of good and evil. That's the one they ate from. But let's drop down a little bit more. Because see, I want y'all to get these understanding what he told Adam before he made Eve. See, this wasn't going to even be a part of the discussion today, but it is because the Father moved me this way to do it, so I'm going to do it the way the Father say do it. Let's drop down. Verse 15, same chapter, Genesis 2. And the Lord Yah took the man and put him into the Garden of Eden to dress it and keep it. But let's read one verse before that. Verse 7, chapter 2 still. And the Lord Yah formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life. And man became a living soul. So man was made first. Let's keep going. And let's get back to 15. Let's read it again. Same chapter, Genesis 2, 15. And the Lord Yah took the man, put him into the Garden of Eden to dress it and keep it. That's the man, first commandment right there. To dress and keep up the Garden of Eden. That's the first commandment man was gave to a man. Let's keep going. And the Lord Yah commanded the man, saying, of every tree of the garden thou may freely eat. But let's listen to what else he said. Because there was the man first now. There was the man. So the man first. Okay, let's make sure we get that. Let's keep going. But of the tree of knowledge of good and evil thou shalt not eat of it. He told Adam not to eat of it. Huh? Let's keep reading. For in that day that thou eatest thereof, thou shalt surely die. He said, surely die. He said, surely die. He didn't say you're going to die. You maybe die. I might die. No, you surely going to die. And we know the Father cannot lie. Let's keep going. And the Lord Yah said, it is not good that man should be alone. I will make him a helpmate for him. See, I like how the Father put that. Because he's showing you next now what I'm going to do. I'm about to make you a helpmate. You supposed to be over the helpmate. But let's read about that too. Let's read about that. Let's go on with same chapter, verse 2. Same Genesis 2. And let's go to verse 21. And the Lord Yah caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam. And he slept. And he took one of his ribs and closed up the flesh instead thereof. And the rib which the Lord Yah had taken from man made he a woman and brought her unto the man. And Adam said, this is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman because she was taken out of man. Let's keep going. There shall a man leave his father and his mother and cleave unto his wife. See, the Father already knew that Adam was going to mess up. Because we are the bride and we clean to who? The Father. So why did the Father change it right there? The Father already know all this was going to happen. But let's keep going. And shall be one flesh, and they were both. And they were both what? Naked, because they didn't even know it. They didn't have the knowledge of good and evil then. They didn't know. But let's keep going. And the man and his wife were not ashamed. They were not ashamed. See what I'm saying? But see, our people, and we know the book said that the woman is a weaker vessel. But what was the man was? Huh? That man was weak to that flesh. Because he loved Eve. Eve his wife. So he did what Eve wanted to do. Not what the Father commanded him not to do, because he already told him what not to do. So it makes more sense when you read verse 6 now. Because I don't want to read all the other verses because we already know all that. You know, I just want to show you men's got to get out their habit. You know, want to call these women, you know, this and that. When men's was all at first. Get your mind right. Believe this book. Read this book and understand this book. Man and woman got some things they got to clear up in their life. Man and woman got some things they got to straighten up. That's how it need to be said. So remember, whatever that woman learned, it's from a man. Good or bad. When the follow word, good and evil, it's from a man. You know what I'm saying? It's from a man. It's from a man. Really is. So we must understand all these things. It started with the man because man is the head. Man's the head over a woman. He is that head couple. You know? And y'all read that in the book all the time. So y'all know that. You know? So we got to do a better job about this. You know what I'm saying, family? You know, because we got to work together. Like he took that rib, made that woman. We have to be over the head of the house. The woman gonna learn from us, Israel. Kings, let's get it together. I know a lot of y'all might not like it. I don't really care either, you know, but it's a must that we do our job. And back to verse 15, and we're gonna finish this up. Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep clothing, but inwardly they are ravaging wolves. We got so many of our people ravaging wolves today. And they ain't got to be a pastor. They ain't got to be a teacher. They ain't got to be from no camp. We just talking about the people that we talk to. Some of them, I ain't saying all of them. Some. But the Father put us there to make them better, though. And if we don't make them better, we ain't did our job. We got to do our job. We got to make them better. We got to make our people better. We got to do our best to show our people this word the right way. Have compassion for our people. Compassion. Compassion go a long way. Compassion. Because the Father had compassion for us each and every day. Each and every day. Ain't nobody going to sit up here and say they don't never sin. Ain't nobody going to sit up here and say they ain't never did nothing wrong. Because if you is, like the book said, you a lie. And we know the Father ain't no lie. You the lie. So be mindful out there, Israel, with that situation. So let's talk about some things, Israel. Let's move on. It's going to be Matthew 7:16 through 20. And this right here is fruits of the Spirit. You know, let's pay attention. And I like how the Father said this parable right here. This parable was just beautiful. Matter of fact, scratch that real quick. I want to go to Matthew 24 and 5. They go along with what we just talked about. I don't want to leave nothing out. I want to make sure we get all this today. It's a good conversation we're going to have. Let's go to verse 5. Because this what the Father said to the Son to tell us, Israel. What did he say? For many shall come in my name, saying, I am who? Yeshua. And shall deceive many. Ain't that what he just talking about right here? Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep clothing. But inwardly they are what? Ravaging wolves. Many gonna come at his name in them sheep clothing. But inside they all messed up. Evil. Destruction. Man, that's why he told us. Narrow is the way. That broad path gonna send you to destruction. Let's get some understanding of this book, Israel. So I wanted to wheel around to that situation when I mean pay attention, pay attention. So let's move to the next one. Matthew 7:16 through 20. Let's get it, Israel. See, this is very important, Israel. Y'all, don't forget the Father said, observe. Observe is a big thing in this walk. So let's get it. Let's get it. Ye shall know them by their fruits. Do man gather grapes or thorn for figs or tassels? Let's keep going. Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit. Every good tree bring forth good fruit. So what we are, we're trees of life. We're light. We're supposed to bring forth good light. We're a good tree. We're supposed to bring forth good fruit. Let's keep going. But a corrupted tree bringeth forth evil fruit. Evil fruit. Let's not be no corrupted tree. We ain't got time for no corrupt tree. We ain't gonna be bringing forth no evil fruit. Let's keep going, Israel. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit. Don't get tainted. Neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. You see how, matter of fact, I'm going to read something after I get finished reading because I want to show y'all how to tie in. How this tie in. We're going to go back to the beginning because the beginning tells a whole lot. The beginning tells everything about the end. So let's just, we want to get finished, but we want to go back and we're going to keep this verse in your mind. Bring forth good fruit. Every tree that bringeth not forth good fruit is hewed down and cast into the lake of fire. Wherefore by their fruit ye shall know them. By their fruit ye shall know them. So they go back to the tree of life. The tree of knowledge and good. Good and evil, I meant to say. Let's read that. Let's read that real quick. Oh yeah, I said I wasn't going to read, but the Father said, oh yes, you're going to read it. Let's go on back and read it. But it wasn't that time to read, so this is time to read. So, back to Genesis 3. And let's start from the top. Now the serpent was the more subtle than any beast of the field, which the Lord Yah had made. And he said unto the woman, ye have Yah said. And said unto the woman, ye have Yah said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden. And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of every fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, Yah has said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. She know. Adam told. But she know too. But who the hell responsible for it? Because man is what? Man is over the woman, right? Just saying. So, our people must understand it. Must understand that. And we're going to read that too. While we get into reading this. And he told her, lest ye die. Verse 4. And the serpent said unto the woman, ye shall not surely die, for Yah doeth know it, that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be open, and ye shall be as gods. They say which gods? Knowing good and evil. So you see what I'm saying? The Father tie all this good stuff up. By you should know them by their fruit. Good, evil. So let's go to 1 Corinthians real quick. 1 Corinthians. We're gonna go there. And we're gonna get some more understanding. 1 Corinthians chapter 11. Y'all know where I'm going, because majority of y'all read this all the time. And let's read verses 1 through 3. 1 Corinthians chapter 11, 1 to 3. Be ye followers of me, even as I also am of Yeshua. Now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things, and keep the ordinance, and keep the ordinance, and keep the ordinance, as I deliver them to you. But I would have you known that the head of every man is who? Yeshua. And the head of the woman is who? The man. And the head of Yeshua is Yah. So when you read that last verse that we're going to read in Genesis chapter 3 again, we'd already read it before, but let's read it now since we know who is over who. And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise, she took of the fruit thereof, and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat. See what I'm saying? See, Adam was doing his job like he supposed to be doing. He went away from her. She was with him. Adam didn't do his job, even though she knew, but he supposed to reinforce that. So that when you keep reading in there, the Father show you why he even got more mad at them. And the little conversation they went back and forth. I tell you what, I think I'm just gonna read it. I wasn't gonna read it, but Israel, the Father and the Son, led me, say, go and read that to them. Go and read it to them. One thing about Israel, certain things they don't like to read to get understanding from. So he said, read it to them. So I must read it to y'all. And the eyes of them both were open, and they knew that they were what? Naked. And they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves aprons. And they heard the voice of the Lord Yah walking in the garden in the cool of the day. And Adam and his wife hid themselves from the presence of the Lord Yah amongst the trees of the garden. And the Lord Yah called unto Adam and said unto him, where art thou? Why he called Adam first? We just read it. Because Adam is over who? His wife. Let's get some understanding in Israel today. Let's get some understanding. Okay. And he said, I heard thy voice in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, and I hid myself. He already told me he was naked and hid himself. Now, what would the Father going to say? And he said, who told thee that thou wast naked? Hast thou eaten of the tree whereof I commanded? Why he saying this to Adam first? Y'all think about it. Thee that thou should not eat. And the man said, the woman whom thou gavest to me to be with me, she gave me of the tree. Oh, just like a Israelite man. Blame on the woman first. I ain't saying all, but majority. Blame on the woman first, then we take the next, you know. But what the Father did, he blamed on the man first. Not the woman first, he blamed on the man first. Because the man had a job he didn't do. Let's keep going. So let's keep reading. And the man said, the woman whom thou gavest me to be with me, she gave me of the tree, and I did eat. And the Lord Yah said unto the woman, what is this that thou hast done? And the woman said, the serpent beguiled me, and I did eat. Listen to something. I want y'all to catch what just happened. Who lied and who didn't lie? Huh? Absalom lied to the father. Off top. That's what most men do anyway. They lie anyway. And Eve held up for on. Because Eve said, and the Lord Yah said unto the woman, what is this that thou hast done? And the woman said, the serpent beguiled me, and I did eat. But what did Eve, what did Adam say? And he said, who told thee that thou was naked? Is thou the eating of the tree? Wherefore I commanded thee not that thou should eat. And the man said, the woman whom thou gave to me, gave to be with me, she gave me of the tree, and I did eat. But Adam knew he ain't supposed to eat from that damn tree. He knew that, and he did. He already knew that. He right there with him. Supposed to stop her. But at least she did say she got beguiled, even though she know she ain't supposed to eat from the tree, but she held up for it. Let's keep reading, Israel, because I hope y'all getting it. And the Lord Yah said unto the woman, what is this that thou hast done? And the woman said, the serpent beguiled me, and I did eat. And the Lord Yah said unto the serpent, because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all the cattle, and above every beast of the field. Upon thy belly shalt thou go, and dust shalt thou eat all the days of thy life. This, why the Father did what he had to do. That's why we got to leave him in his fleshly body. Because our people didn't want to believe. Our people didn't want to do. You know what I'm saying? So, man is put it like this. The Father was an example for his son. Guess what? The son was an example for us, and we are an example for our women's. And the woman is an example for their children. For our children, because they are ours. Let's get together, my kings. It's time to stand up. Time to do what's right. Time to get it. And see, that right there, Israel, knowing your people's fruits. So let's talk about that some more. Let's get into that some more. Let's go to 1 John chapter 4. 1 John chapter 4. Let's get into that some more, Israel. Get into that some more. 1 John chapter 4. You got to love doing this book. Not just love reading. You got to love living by this book. So let's get into it. Let's read verses 1 through 3. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirit, whether they are of Yah, because many false prophets are gone out into the world. See what I'm saying? He kept bringing that back up. Prophets. Many. Going out to the world. We see many now. Still out here into the world. Right, Israel, got to get some understanding. Got to get your mind right. Let's keep reading. He about know the spirit of Yah. Every spirit that confess that Yeshua is come in the flesh is of Yah, and every spirit that confess not that Yeshua is come into the flesh is not of Yah, and this is the spirit of Antichrist, whereof ye have heard that it should come, and even now already is in the world. It's in the world already. You know, the Father told us this also. So let's listen to this next verse. You know, I got to read it on in there. Verse 4. Ye of Yah, little children, and have overcome them, because greater is in he that is in you than he that is in the world. Remember that if you got this world up in you, you ain't got the Father and Son in you. They can't dwell in filth. We got to straighten it up. Starting with the kings all the way down to the queen to the children. We got to straighten it up. We got to make our Father and the Son happy. And the only way they're going to be happy we doing this book. We got to do it doing this book, family. See, let me read some more. You know, the Father just got me reading now. They are of the world. Therefore, they speak of the world, and the world hear them. That's why we can't get through a lot of people in this walk, because they are this world, and the world they love, and the world hear them, and they hear the world. Now, let's get it. Verse 6. Let's get it. Verse 6. Let's get it. Verse 6. We are of Yah. He that knows Yah hear us. He that is not of Yah hear not us. Hereby know we the spirit of truth and the spirit of error. That means that we can be corrected. We got to listen. Israel, it's a must we do these things, Israel. But let's move on to Galatians chapter 5. Galatians chapter 5. Let's get there. Galatians chapter 5. I ain't mean to hold y'all this long, but when the Spirit moves when the Spirit moves you of the Father and the Son, you can't stop that. You got to do what he say do. Forget what a person say. Let's read Galatians chapter 5, 22 and 23. All right. But the fruit of the Spirit is, let's get what these fruits of the Spirit is, baby. Let's get it, Israel. Excuse me. All right. But the fruits of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Against such there is no law. See, we got to have those, my people. That right there got to be in us. People got to see that before anything come out of our mouth. They got to see that. They got to feel it in our spirit. We got to be there. We got to learn how to do them things right there. There's something y'all should write down and look at each and every day of your life. The fruits of the Spirit, we got to have it. But let's keep going. Let's keep going, Israel, and this shall be the last. It should be this go in. Let's go to Matthew 24 and verse 4. And I'm going to leave it like that. And all I can tell y'all what this verse about to say. And I'm done. Verse 4. And this is what the Father told the Son to say to us. Because I came in the vein of the book. And Yeshua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you, Israel. With that said, all praises to the Father and the Son, all praise to the Abba, all praise to the great Elohim, all praises to the Messiah, all praises to Yeshua, all praises to Ahai, all praises to the names that is his name, that we praise him by. That is his name. Thank you, Father, for allowing me to bring this small talk conversation to your people, which is my people also. With that said, Israel, nothing but love this way, peace and blessing. And remember, Israel, always love. I love you, Israel. Y'all continue to have a blessed and safe day. Shalom.
And we move at light speed, last of a dying breed. My Akis move at light speed. We almost at the end, so we gon' get it in. Tomorrow isn't guaranteed. Put in the work. Tunnel vision never in reverse. My Akis move at light speed. You can't stop what you don't see. I can do this in my sleep. Wake up and write down what I see. One time for the Father, cause he right on time. One time for the bruise on the front line. They thought they buried us, then it rained on us. Rolls out of concrete, you knew that sun would shine. I got a sword on me, perilous times. Still in Ecclesiasticus, it keep me edified. Never trust your enemy, I know they telling lies. You got blood on your hands, will he let it slide? Midnight is approaching, who gon' bomb first? Thumbing through these prophets till my palms hurt. I ain't talking money, I'm talking no oracles. Hosea 3 and 5, you know how the story go. Yeah, and if you don't, then you ought to know. Winning souls back to back, I think I'm on the road. Light speed, the Akis with me and they all on go. Scriptures open, they can tell you what you wanna know. Bring it out. And we move at light speed, last of a dying breed. My Akis move at light speed. Long as I'm living, I'm a labor. Tomorrow isn't guaranteed. Put in the work. Tunnel vision never in reverse. My Akis move at light speed. You can't stop what you don't see. I can do this in my sleep. Wake up and write down what I see. Back in the building, I'm with Bandit Loose. About to push the envelope, that's what they scared to do. Ain't no cap in these lyrics, you know I tell the truth. And the spirit bear witness, you know we the Jews. Keep that oil in your lamp, it's time to show and prove. Keep them serpents guessing, never let them know you move. Yasharala on the rise and it's overdue. We just follow the Messiah, not what's on the news. I bow my head and say a prayer for the ones that still asleep. But who am I to judge a lack of knowledge when that used to be me? And just because I'm Israel, that don't mean my spot is guaranteed. Faith without works is dead, so go hard, light speed. And we move at light speed, last of a dying breed. My Akis move at light speed. Long as I'm living, I'm a labor. Tomorrow isn't guaranteed. Put in the work. Tunnel vision never in reverse. My Akis move at light speed. You can't stop what you don't see. I can do this in my sleep. Wake up and write down what I see.